Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business.
Good morning, small business warriors. I'm your host, Anna Steinfest, and you're listening to Monday Morning Motivation segment on Small Business Survival Conversations. Before your inbox fills up and before the calls start, before the week takes over, I want you to slow down for just a few minutes and listen to the story and the lessons today. Today, I'm going to share one of my all-time favorite stories. It is classic. So I'm sure that some of you have heard the story before, but you've never heard it quite that way. And maybe you have not thought about the lessons I'm going to share with you. So now I want all of us to go to the barn. This story is Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. It's classic in United States, but for those of you joining us from other parts of the world, I'm going to just retell the story. So on a small farm, there is a young pig named Wilbur. Wilbur is scared. He's heard that pigs like him are sometimes raised for one sad purpose. And of course, that will scare him. He feels small, he feels ordinary, and he feels forgettable. But high above him, in this little corner of the barn, lives Charlotte, a quiet, thoughtful spider. Charlotte sees something in Wilbur that no one else sees. Not what he is, but what he could become. So she makes him a promise. She tells him, I will save you. Charlotte doesn't have money. She doesn't have power. She doesn't have any influence over the farmer. She was just this little tiny spider in the corner of the barn. What does she have? Well, she has a web. So every night she starts spinning. One morning, the farmer finds words woven above Wilbur's pen. Some pig, then terrific, then radiant. So people travel from far away just to see this web, these words woven by this little spider about the pig. And slowly, without Wilbur changing one single thing about himself, the whole world starts seeing him differently. Now, Wilbur is no longer this pig that nobody noticed. So, Wilbur is saved, not because again he changed, but because someone changed the story people believed about him. So as the seasons pass, Charlotte grows old. Before she dies, she leaves behind hundreds of children, and through them, her work continues long after she's gone. When I first read this story, I thought it was simply about friendship. But reading it today, as a business owner, I see something completely different. I see branding, I see marketing, I see leadership, and I see mentorship. So today I want to break all these 5 lessons for you and see in what portions do we recognize some of the lessons. So my lesson number 1 is your business is only as strong as the story people tell about it. So remember, Wilbur didn't get faster, he didn't get smarter or bigger or change something about him. The only thing that changed was the perception about him. So here's the truth for us as business owners. We spend so much energy improving our product and so little energy explaining why it matters. But people don't automatically know your value. You have to make sure that you tell your story. You have to make sure that you have to say it out loud. Why did you start your business? Who do you help? What problem do you solve better than anyone else? You don't answer, if you don't answer these questions for your customers, someone else will answer them for you. And they might get you wrong. Because facts tell, stories sell. So let me repeat this again. Facts tell, stories sell. So this week's question, I want you to think about what story does your business tell before a customer even walks in the door. Lesson number 2, your greatest competitive advantage might be someone who believes in you. Charlotte believed in Wilbur before there was any proof. Every business owner I've ever met can name one Charlotte. Maybe a first customer, maybe a parent, a friend who said, I believe you can do this before you believe it yourself. So here's your action step. I want you to send that person who believed in you a message this week. I want you just to say thank you. Not once will they be, because not once they will expect that from you. And here's the second half of this lesson. The one people miss. Somewhere out there, another entrepreneur is waiting for you to become their Charlotte. So maybe you reach out to other business owner to encourage them. Tell them encouraging sentence or just something inspiring because they're waiting. Maybe you become Charlotte for someone else, for another business owner. Lesson number 3, great reputations are built one thread at a time. Charlotte didn't spin a masterpiece in one night. She built it slowly, patiently, thread by thread. That is exactly how trust is built in business. One honest sale, one kept promise, one 5-star review, one customer who tells a friend. I know growth can feel painfully slow sometimes, or I should say many weeks, but nothing meaningful is built overnight, not in nature and not in business. So I want you to keep showing up. I want you to keep delivering. The thread you spin today becomes the web that holds your business up tomorrow. Lesson number 4, the most powerful leaders help other people shine. Charlotte never wanted the spotlight, Everything she did pointed attention towards Wilbur, the pig. That is real leadership. Not standing in the light, but pointing the light at someone else. Think about the best leader you've ever worked for. I guess they listened more than they talked. They opened doors instead of guarding them. They celebrated other people's wins like they were their own. So this week, I want you to ask, who can you help succeed? Who can you mention, recommend, or mentor, even in a small way? And lesson number 5, your legacy isn't your business. It's the people you leave better than you found them. Charlotte's story ends with her death. It's a hard moment, even in children's books. But she leaves something behind that matters more than any web she ever spun. Her children continue her work, and Wilbur never forgets her. One day, none of us will be running our businesses anymore. And when that day comes, our legacy won't be our revenue. It won't be our title. It won't even be our company name. It will be the people we encouraged along the way. So as I sat with this story, 2 questions kept coming back to me. Question 1, who has been your Charlotte? Who believed in you before anyone else did? Who gave you your first chance? Don't assume they know how much that meant. Tell them this week how much they really truly meant for you. And question number 2, and this is the one I want you to sit with the longest. Who needs you to become their Charlotte? Is there a newer business owner nearby who could use one encouraging word from you? Is there someone questioning whether to keep going, who just needs to hear, I believe in you? Sometimes 5 words change someone's entire year. So here's our closing challenge for this week. I don't want you to spend all your energy trying to convince the world you're extraordinary. I want you to spend your energy serving people extraordinary well. I want you to leave review for another small business owner. I want you to introduce 2 people who should know each other, or maybe mentor someone who is just starting out. You can share someone else's post or recommend a local business. I want you to encourage someone who is ready to quit. Charlotte never knew how far her web would reach. We rarely know how far our kindness will travel either. So thank you for spending part of your Monday with me. If this episode encouraged you, share it with one entrepreneur who needs to hear it this week. Because business is hard. Entrepreneurship can feel very, very lonely. But I want to assure you, you are not alone. I want you to keep believing, keep building, keep showing up. And as always, keep surviving and thriving. I'm your host, Anna Steinfest. This has been Monday Morning Motivation on Small Business Survival Conversations. I wish you a wonderful week, business warriors.
You You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.